So we know over the last couple of years, the Philadelphia 76ers have come up short in the playoffs every single year. Either it was in 2019 when Kawhi Leonard hit that game-winning shot to win Game 7, or in 2021 when they got upsetted by the Atlanta Hawks and Ben Simmons just forgot how to play basketball on the offensive end. 2022, they just got outworked by the Miami Heat and lost in 6 games in round 2, and then last year, they blew a 3-2 lead against the Celtics to lose in 7 games, and it's just been the same cycle of disappointing ending for the 76ers basically since Embiid has entered the NBA. So yeah, what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be going all in at this year's trade deadline for the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, Joel Embiid has missed some time this year. He's probably not going to qualify for MVP and play 65 games. And this team has some assets. They have a ton of cap space opening up at the end of the year, but we are going to go all in at this year's deadline. So I'm going to try to get them a ring. Embiid, when he's been playing, has been playing like an MVP this year. He would be my MVP, but he's not going to play 65 games, it seems like. Tyrese Maxey is an all-star 100% in my opinion. Tobias Harris has been a great third scoring option for Philly. And you've been getting solid role-playing ability out of Kelly Oubre as a scorer, out of Nick Batum. B-Ball Paul just dropped 30 points against the Nuggets on Saturday. So yeah, we are going to look to make some type of move here at the deadline. We're just going to simulate a couple games to get pretty much at full strength so I can have full optimization of what I want to do in the February deadline. All right, I want to see if I can work out a deal to acquire Alex Caruso and Zach LaVine from the Chicago Bulls. Now, a LaVine-Maxey backcourt does scare me defensively, but if you could throw in Alex Caruso in there, it does make it look a little bit better. I would try to keep Tobias Harris. I think it is possible because we have good contracts that are tradable that we got back in the James Harden deal. I can move Nick Batum, I can move Marcus Morris and Robert Covington as well. So if I were to also give them, I have to give this pick to San Antonio. I don't know why 2K gave this Raptors pick to the Sixers. I would give you my first rounder this year. I would give you this swap wars with the Clippers. Could I give you 2 first-round picks and 4 players for LaVine and Caruso? They agree to that. Let's freaking go. We were able to get that deal done without having to include a Tobias Harris. All right, so right now, this is what the team looks like. Maxey, Caruso, LaVine, Harris, and Embiid. Now, LaVine and Harris as your forwards defensively isn't great, so I may try to make another move here. This is what the bench looks like. It's solid with Oubre, Reed, Martin, and Beverly. All right, so like I said, we do need some defensive help, so I want to see if I could buy low on Jared Vanderbilt. I would be throwing the Lakers probably KJ Martin, and I would also give them Jaden Springer as well. So let's see if they would do this 2-for-1 swap. They say no, but we have a plethora of seconds to deal. I don't want to move any first because, yeah, you could see what we own. We don't really own much at all. Like, we own a pick to Brooklyn from the James Harden trade. Obviously, I just traded a couple firsts to get Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso. 2 seconds does not get it done. What about 3? Really? Okay, what about if I give you 4, but I try to keep that Raptors one? All right. It seemed like they liked Patrick Beverly. I guess they're obviously trying to win now. So what about if I threw in Pat Bev instead of Jaden Springer? Would that get this deal done? Do I even need to throw in the seconds? Maybe not. Okay, maybe I do. I would just like to keep that Raptors one. Boom, there it is. We picked up Jared Vanderbilt, who is definitely going to help us out on the defensive side of the floor. So, I mean, that is still going to hurt our bench a little bit. Like, Vanderbilt's probably going to get like 20 minutes a night. And then I guess I'll probably give like Daniel House like 8 minutes a night just as a floor spacer. Hopefully we are able to withstand injuries. Obviously we're not going to be suited because we don't have a lot of depth, but let's see if these moves can be a championship level acquisitions to go out and try to win a title for this team. Now that we aren't going to really have cap space next year because we're going to be paying LaVine a lot of money. It's a bad contract, but I thought LaVine would be better suited for us than DeMar DeRozan because DeRozan is pretty much going to leave or he's older. Maybe it would be a little bit cheaper, but I didn't think we were going to have much cap anyway. So let's bring back Tobias Harris on a 3-year deal, and that'll be a super tradable contract as well. There goes Jared Vanderbilt with a high ankle sprain. He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Should be back for the playoffs, though. We have been playing well with LaVine. We have fallen to the 4 seed because the Cavs have just skyrocketed up the standings to the 2 seed. We are 39-22 right now. As long as Embiid is healthy, man, I think we have a shot. That's a good big 3 offensively. So MVP goes to Luka Doncic. He wins his first of his career. I'm sure Wemby's going to take home Rookie of the Year. And Depoy, yeah, that's the case. Russ ends up getting 6th Man of the Year. Kobe White, Most Improved, and Steph Clutch Player of the Year. Joe Mazzulla of the Celtics and Daryl Morey of the 76ers, Coach and Executive of the Year. We have a healthy Embiid for the playoffs. Knock on wood, but hey, like I said, if Embiid is healthy, we have a great chance at winning it all. 52% from the field, 36% from 3, 88% from the line. I feel like we can go up against any team here in the Eastern Conference. That's including Boston. That's including Milwaukee. We had an all defensive caliber player in Alex Caruso. We did end the season though as the 3 seed, but I think we lucked out not being the 4 or the 5 seed going up against Milwaukee or New York. I think we'll be okay going up against Indy. So the total season stats from the 2024 season, Embiid finished with 30 points, 12 rebounds, and almost 5 assists a night. Over a block, almost 2 blocks, and a steal a night as well. Shot 36% from 3. Crazy stuff. So Maxey, in his full breakout year, surprised he didn't get most improved, but I totally get it for Kobe White. Shot 48% from the field, 38% from 3, and 86% from the line. There's Zach LaVine, 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. 49, 38, 84 splits. There's Tobias Harris. Good 4th scoring option for sure. We have Kelly Oubre as our 6th man. We got Caruso and Vanderbilt there for defense. We got Bebo Paul and Mo Bamba. I'm hoping this can be the year we can get it done, and those moves are going to be worth it. Daniel House, he shot 36% from 3. I'm debating if I want to play him or Furkan. I think I'm going to play him, though. Game 1 against Indy, we end up winning. So, yeah, we're going up against Pascal Siakam and the Pacers. We beat them by 20 to start things off. That's what I'm talking about. Siakam had 32 in this game. It looks like they didn't make another trade at the deadline. Embiid with the bruise right heel. Oh, my God, it's starting. It's starting. He's going to be fine, though, to play through it. We win by 22 points in Game 2. Zach LaVine with 31. Maxey with 28. Caruso with 10, 10, and 7. Are you kidding me? All right, let's see if we can go up 3-0 when we're in Indiana. We do not win this one. We lose by 4. All right. I mean, it wasn't going to be easy. Embiid with a monster 38 and 24 game. Why do you only play 33 minutes? That scares me. And we dropped Game 4 by 6. Oh, we top and drops 23 on us. You gotta be kidding me. Please do not lose Game 5. Okay, thank you. We end up winning Game 5 by a ton. We were better than this team. Their wins have been by less than like 7 points. Don't go to a Game 7. Thank you. We end up winning in 6. Embiid goes off in that series. Maxey went off. 28 and 6, 50, 40, 90 splits. Embiid averaged 27 and 15. That's insane. Kelly Oubre was all right. Actually, he wasn't great. LaVine was solid as a number 3 option. Caruso averaged 8, 6, and 6. I mean, I'll take that. And we're going up against Cleveland. It would have been cool to go up against Miami. And both Boston and Milwaukee have been upsetted in round 1. The Knicks beat the Bucks, and then the Hawks beat the Celtics. Can we beat Cleveland, though, who 2K loves? Game 1, Embiid is fully healthy. We win by 9 points. Mitchell at 36, but Embiid at 39 and 13. Game number 2. Really? Zach LaVine. Torn left calf muscle. He is out for the playoffs. I just love that. All right, well, now I think we're not going to win it all, but we do win Game 2 by 14. No LaVine, no problem. Obviously, we're going to slide Caruso in there. Did not mean for Ricky Rubio to get minutes. All right, game number 3. Let's see if we can go up 3-0 on them, and they win Game 3 by 2 points. No, and then watch them win Game 4, and we're tied up 2-2. I don't like this. Okay, I lied. Let's go. We have a great defensive 4th quarter. We win by 6 points. Embiid almost had a triple-double. We are 1 game away from the conference finals, and boom! There we go. We beat the Cavs in 5. Mitchell had 55 points. It did not matter because Maxey and Embiid combined it for 85 points. 85 points. They both had 16 shots. That's what I'm talking about. No LaVine, no problem. And you have a Knicks-Sixers conference finals. You have the Clippers and Mavericks on the western side. All right, so let's see what happens here. 2 Atlantic Division teams. We lose by 24 in Game 1, unfortunately. All right, it wasn't going to be easy, man. Embiid maybe didn't have the greatest offensive game. Game 2, we end up winning. This is the one time I want the Sixers to beat my Knicks. Embiid at 22 and 19. Maxey with 21, 7, and 4. Tobias, I'm going to need you to step up now that LaVine is hurt. Game 3, there goes Oubre. Come on. And we lose Game 3 by 5 points. Oh, that hurts so much. Oh, I'm going to need Furky from Turkey to carry us. We do tie it up. We win by 1. OG at 35, but so did Maxey. Oh, God, it's literally just Maxey and Embiid now. Game number 5. We win. Oh, my God, we won in a defensive classic. 92-88. 16 and 14 for Embiid. 5 blocks. We're 1 game away from the NBA Finals. And are we going to get there? Yes, we do. No LaVine, no Oubre, no problem. We beat them by 8 because Maxey had 51. And are we going up against Dallas? Yes, we are. Luka gets Western Conference Finals MVP in the same year he gets MVP. Embiid, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Mavericks, Sixers. Let's do this. Game number 1 goes to Dallas by 3. That is unfortunate. It's like the 2-man show. It's Luka and Kyrie versus Embiid and Maxey. Game 2 goes to the Sixers. We win by 7. We split them in Philly. Honestly, I'm just happy we got this stub. Maxey fouled out. Embiid was in foul trouble. Caruso stepped up. Game 3 goes to Philadelphia. We win by 10. Luka had a 35-point triple-double. Come on, win game number 4, please. Yes, we're up 3-1. So we're either going to win the finals in year 1, or we're going to blow a 3-1 lead. Luka with a 44-point triple-double. Did my trade deadline moves get us over the hump? Adding LaVine, who's hurt. Adding Caruso. Adding Jared Vanderbilt. All right, don't lose this one. Come on. I don't want to have to go to a game 6 because game 6s are scary. Want to come back there in the 4th, please? No, they're pulling away. All right, we pulled back. Let's see if we can win this. Maxey has 29 and 10 here. All right, we basically have the starters in, which is good. I kind of just want to go to Embiid if he's guarded by Derek Lively. Let's get a screen here from B-Ball Paul. B-Ball Paul rolls to the rim. Wait. He gets fouled. I'll take that. I did not want to shoot that, but it was over Kyrie Irving, who just picked up his 5th foul. Good to know. We're going to try to get him maybe to foul out, and B-Ball Paul misses the 1st when he could have tied it up. Just please make the 2nd. If you miss both, I'm going to cry. He is going to make the 2nd. And Tobias Harris is not on the floor for some reason. All right, Kyrie driving. Embiid with great defense, and he misses. Let's go. Kick that up to Alex Caruso, who's got 10 points in this one. Can he get to the rim? Alex Caruso's going to throw it down with the right hand, and we retake the lead. Let's go, man. That is what I'm talking about. All right, 50 seconds left. We have to clamp up. Embiid's got to help. Let's go. That's an easy block. That's an easy block. Let's go. Kick it up to Maxey. I could run it. I mean, we have numbers. Kick it to Embiid inside. Embiid makes it. He's got 33, and we're up by 3. Man, where is Luka? Did Luka foul out? Yes, he did. Oh, that is tough, man. That is tough. That hurts a lot. Embiid, just help here on Kyrie, because, that's going to be an easy block every time. They kick it over to Josh Green, over to Dante Exum. Shout out to Caruso, man. What a pickup he was. We needed him in that LaVine trade. Can he play good defense on Exum here? Lively inside Embiid with the contest, and Lively puts it back. That was a nice putback. All right, let's get the ball to Maxey. Let's get him to the line. They do have 1 timeout. So do we. Kyrie fouled out. Oh, my God. I forgot about that. That is perfect. All right, Maxey, I need you to hit them both. First one, good. All right, Maxey, 2nd one, I need this from you so badly. Boom, there we go. All right, just no 3s. Oh, my God, they got Seth Curry out there. That's probably who they want to give it to if 2K was smart. Well, those actually don't go hand in hand. They kick it over to Exum. Oh, my God, that's a great look, and he misses it. Oh, my goodness. That was actually a great look for a great 3-point shooter, and they end up missing it. That is brutal. All Maxey basically needs to do is knock down 1, and the game is over. He does so. No Zach LaVine. No Kelly Oubre, and we're still going to win the NBA Finals. See, this is what I wanted to do for Philadelphia. Stop playing around Daryl Morey. Go out and get additional pieces to make a championship run. I know you want cap space this offseason, but for who? Are you going to go out and you're going to sign a Pascal Siakam? Is he not going to re-sign with Indiana? I'm not taking that chance. Who else is in free agency? Klay Thompson? James Harden? Let's be serious now. I know Zach LaVine isn't a great player. I know this is 2K. They don't have to go out and get Zach LaVine, but I think getting somebody like an Alex Caruso, maybe if they end up buying low on DeRozan, that could get them over the hump. Hey, Zach LaVine's value seems to be at an all-time low as well. And how much longer are you going to get Embiid playing at this level? You have Maxey ascending at the right time. And Finals MVP is Joel Embiid. 28.5 points, 15.5 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.2 steals, and 2.4 blocks. Elite efficiency was so close to 50, 40, 90. All right, let's run it back. Let's see if we can win a title here in 2025. There goes LeBron. I'm going to override his retirement, though. Staff retirements, we do have Greg Popovich retiring. I am excited, though. After the trade deadline, I'm going to probably do a rebuild. I think I know what team it is that we're going to sign LeBron and draft Bronny and go through all of that and then try to win a championship in 2025 if it is LeBron's last season. So here is the draft lottery. We obviously have no draft picks at all. We sold our soul for a championship, and you know what? We got it. But hey, we actually should be right back in the combo next year. So shout out to Nick Nurse. Maybe this is all on not having Doc Rivers anymore. And we do have some solid second rounders. We have 36 from the Raptors, we have 42 from the Jazz, and then we have our pick at 57. I'm going to try to move Jaden Springer and the last 2 second rounders we own for pick 25 from the Thunder, and they are going to agree to that. So now we have pick 25 and 36 in this draft. The Bulls end up with the number 1 pick, so it worked out for them, right? They ended up getting assets and draft capital. They moved on from LaVine and Caruso, and they got the number 1 pick to take Alexander Sarr from Perth in France. Well, no, he's from France, plays for Perth in the National Basketball League. Jacoby Walter goes number 2 to the Memphis Grizzlies. That's actually a fun addition right there because they're not going to take Nikola Topic. Number 3, the pick is getting traded, and it's going to be traded for DeAndre Ayton and Matisse Thybulle. I think the Blazers fleeced a little bit there. I don't know, though. The Rockets still need a big. They got Alperen Şengün. They take Topic. Why? You have Scoot Henderson. You have Simons. I would have taken a big there, or at least a wing. Castle goes to the Spurs. Ron Holland to the Pistons, Collier to the Hornets, and then the Wizards get Donovan Clingan. Blazers up again. They got Matas Buzelis, or Buzelis. He's like the only guy in this draft that I keep butchering his name. I don't know why I want to say Buzelis, but it's Buzelis. And the 10th overall pick is traded for DeMar DeRozan. All right, the Pelicans get DeMar. I mean, this is a great trade. And another pick for DeRozan. Wait, I guess they signed an extension with him. And then the Bulls get Cody Williams. Alexander Sarr and Cody Williams. That's a great future for them. So we're going to snag a big man here at 25. We're going to get Tyler Smith out of the G League Ignite, a physical inside presence for a big man at 6'10", can also space the floor. And we're also going to get the 6'7" senior from Kansas, Kevin McCullough here, to provide some scoring off the bench if he does play for us. I mean, he could just be a depth option. So yeah, let's sign Smith to McCullough. McCullough will probably start off the season in the G League. I'm just going to bring back Terry Taylor. I need guys that I could potentially include in a trade. So we're going to see LeBron, Paul George, OG Anunoby enter free agency. The Knicks lose him for nothing. That would suck. We'll bring back Kenneth Lofton, Terquavion Smith. Shout out to North Carolina State. And then Ricky Council. Yeah, we'll just offer everybody here the qualifying offer. Obviously, we're going to pay Maxey a ton of money. So I would like to bring back Kelly Oubre as well. That would hurt if we do lose him. And Mo Bamba. Maxey gets a deal from the Clippers. 4 years, $148 million. We're going to match that. All right, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford Oubre, which is kind of a shame. So I'm going to offer Derrick Jones Jr. a 2-year deal worth around $10 million. And there we go. I'm going to give Joe Ingles a 1-year deal. Slow-mo Kyle Anderson a 1-year deal as well. And lastly, Montrezl Harrell, who is a former Sixer, we're going to give a 1-year deal to. So the team may have gotten worse. I'm not going to lie. Like, losing Bamba and Kelly Oubre will hurt, but we just won a championship in which Oubre was hurt. And we could definitely be an active team at the deadline once again. We get Kenneth Lofton, Terquavion Smith, and Ricky Council all back on the qualifying offers. We see Caruso regress a ton. Damn. I don't know if that was because of a positional change, but that is kind of brutal. We do need to release 2 players before the season starts. It's not going to be Tyler Smith, but I think it's going to be Terquavion Smith, and it's probably going to be Joe Ingles. Yeah, there's probably no need for him on the team. All right, so it's going to be Maxey, Caruso, Levine, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid to start off the year. I will think about maybe moving Vando into the starting lineup, and then have Tobias Harris kind of be the 6th man, because we could use a scorer or shot creator off the bench. And then we'll have Derrick Jones Jr., Paul Reed, and Tyler Smith wrapping out the end of the bench. I'm going to send Kevin McCullough to the G League, the Delaware Bluecoats, and yeah, shout out Wilmington. And then we're going to have no small forwards on the team, which is kind of funny. 5 power forwards, 4 shooting guards, technically on paper. First game of the year is a team we beat in round 1 on the road against the Indiana Pacers. Can we beat them? Boom. We end up beating them by 21. Off to a good start. All right, so we're just killing it this year. We've been good on injuries so far. Nobody's had like a really long injury. I know that's going to happen eventually, so I'm not even going to knock on wood. So at the trade deadline, we are 39-11 here in the NBA. Tyrese Maxey is actually our leading scorer with 29.5 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 5 assists a night. He's shooting 50-40-90 from the field. You have Embiid averaging 23 and 12. I'm fine with his numbers going down in the regular season as long as he turns it up back in the playoffs. Levine, great number 3 option. 22 points, 4.5 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 39% from 3 and 51% from the field. Tobias Harris, been very efficient off the bench, man. Everything is going right for us right now. B-Ball Paul's been very efficient. Alex Caruso, his efficiency has dropped off, but he's averaging 2.2 steals a night and 5.3 assists. I mean, I got to appreciate that. Tyler Smith has actually given us some pretty good runs for him just being 19 years old. He's probably been better than Jared Vanderbilt, who's been pretty bad for us. Can't even lie about that. So I don't think I'm going to make any trades to this team. I think we're going to pretty much run it back. I could think about moving Jared Vanderbilt, but I really can't find an option that I like. So let's hope he turns it around and realizes he's just not a good 3-point shooter at all. All right, so Embiid just got hurt, but it's April 6th, and it was only a 1 to 2 week injury, so he may even be back before the playoffs start. Boom, there we go, right before the final game of the year. As we went through the year with no major injuries, we finished with 63 wins, 19 losses. Jokic gets MVP. I thought maybe Maxey would have gotten it. Alexander Sarr, the #1 pick rookie of the year. Cam Thomas, 6th man of the year. Depoy goes to Wemby. Most improved to James Wiseman in LA. Ant Clutch player of the year. Boom. Coach of the year, Nick Nurse. Boom. Executive of the year as well. We didn't get anybody on All-NBA first team, but you have LaMelo Ball and John Morant on it. We do get Joel Embiid on All-NBA second team. Still a very good year for him at the age of 31. And we do get Tyrese Maxey on All-NBA third team. Those are almost MVP numbers. Damn, he was so close to 50-40-90. We get Alex Caruso on All-Defensive first team. So while his efficiency isn't great, he's one of the league's best defenders still. And shout out to Tyler Smith getting on All-Rookie second team. So we are the 1 seed taking on the Orlando Magic, who have Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Jed Howard, Paolo Banchero, Jalen Duren. There's Wendell Carter Jr., Anthony Black, Mo Wagner, Caleb Martin, DeAnthony Melton. Man, Zach LaVine is the #3 option. Phenomenal stuff. There's Tobias Harris, B-Ball Paul, Alex Caruso, Jared Vanderbilt. Rebounds per night. Embiid leading the way. B-Ball Paul off the bench. Nobody really kind of separated themselves from the pack in assists per game, but we still got at least 4 guys averaging 4 or more. So for the playoffs, I think Vandy is going to come off the bench. Let's see what 19-year-old Tyler Smith can do in the playoffs. B-Ball Paul, I think, is going to get like 20 minutes a night. Derek Jones Jr., he was fine for us. 18 minutes is fine. Vandy, you're going to get like 20 minutes as well. We are going to just end up starting Tobias Harris. We're going to go 37 to Embiid, maybe 30 to Harris. Let's go 29 to Caruso. 40 to Maxi's good with me, and we'll go 36 to LaVine. So we're taking on Orlando, who could definitely beat us. And they beat us in game 1 by 1 point. By 1 point in overtime. Yeah, Jalen Duren on that team is a insane pickup. Game number 2, we end up beating them by 8. So they split the games in Philly. They would definitely take that. Game number 3 goes to Philadelphia. We end up winning by 1 point. Maxi with 28, Embiid with 28, LaVine with 24. Game number 4 goes to Philly. Let's go by 23 points. Embiid with 32, Maxi with 27, 8 and 7. Tobias Harris with 20 points. And let's go here. Game number 5. Harris has an injury, but he can play through it. Boom. They win game 1. We end up winning 4 in a row. All right, so we're taking on Detroit here, who obviously doesn't have Jalen Duren, but they did pick up Nick Claxton. That's a good team if Ausar Thompson developed a shot. I mean, he's shooting better from the field in the playoffs at least. I mean, that bench isn't good. Looks like Bojan has regressed a little bit. I feel like we should beat them, but you never know. 2K does like Detroit. Wow. Embiid in game 1. And Claxton barbecue chicken him 39 points and 24 rebounds. That's an insane game 1 performance. We go up 2-0. We end up winning by 23 points. Maxi and Embiid combined for 53. LaVine's been a great third scoring option for us. Game number 3 goes to Philadelphia. We end up winning by 19. Yeah. Picking up LaVine, man. It was a good pickup. And are we going to give them the old gentleman sweep because they did win game 4? Yes, we gentlemen sweep them, win by 18, and we are back in the conference finals. Embiid with 22 and 22. So we're going up against the Cavs, a team we beat in round 2 last year. They have Ty Jerome as their starting point guard. It looks like Darius Garland is hurt, so that is pretty notable. And he's day-to-day, so he should be back in this series. Game 1, we win by 7 points. Embiid with 6 blocks in this game. Yeah, Garland is back in game 1, drops 35. Game number 2 goes to Philadelphia. We end up winning by 24 points. That's what I'm talking about. Game 3 goes to Philadelphia. We win by 19 points. Embiid and Maxi combined for 79. And are we going to sweep them? No. They win by 3 in game 4. But are we going to gentlemen sweep them? Tobias Harris fully healthy. Boom. There we are. Back in the NBA Finals. Embiid and Zion, your conference finals MVPs. We almost had a rematch of last year, but New Orleans swept Dallas in the conference finals. So this Pelicans team has added DeMar DeRozan. So you got DeRozan versus LaVine. Wait, that's funny. DeRozan and Pat Will versus LaVine and Caruso in the finals. I'm sure the Bulls will be in the headlines. They win by 12 in game 1. Okay. Game number 2 goes to Philadelphia. Oh my God, we dropped 151 on them. Embiid with 28, 21, 5, and 3 blocks. Game 3 goes to Philadelphia. We win by 2. Embiid with 32, 12, and 4. 10 rebounds for B-Ball Paul. Can we go up 3-1? No, they tied up. All right, we have a series on our hands. We almost came back there in the 4th quarter, but we couldn't do so. Huge game 5 here. Goes to Philadelphia. We ended up winning by 9 in overtime. Embiid with a 36-point triple-double. Maxi at 45 and 11. And here we go. Are we going to go back-to-back and win in game 6 on the road in New Orleans, or are the Pelicans going to force a game 7? We get off to a good start there in the first half. We win that 3rd quarter, and we are going to win to go back-to-back. We win 115, 103. Embiid with 16 and 24 because Maxi and LaVine put up 65 points. And for the 2nd straight year, Joel Embiid is your finals MVP. LeBron does retire for real now. Same with Chris Paul and Mike Conley. All right, we're going to do one more year. I would love to just kind of sweep this video, try to see if I can win 3 finals in 3 years, not overstay my welcome at all. So we obviously do not have our 1st round pick here. The Thunder have it at 30. Shout out to Nick Nurse, man. He got it done for us. So we didn't have any draft picks here from the 2025 draft. We're going to pick up the team option on Kevin McCullough. Tatum, Spida, Jimmy Butler, Kyrie Irving are all going to be free agents here in the 2025 free agency class. We're going to give Kenneth Lofton and Ricky Council the qualifying offers once again. Caruso, I'd like to bring back a little bit cheaper than what he was previously making, so we'll give him a 2-year deal. He's probably going to regress again, sadly. And boom, we bring back Alex Caruso. We'll see if we have a little bit better than a mid-level exception. We had like $5 million last year. It's about the same this year. Ooh, KCP on this team would actually be kind of sweet. I know LeVert would be good too. I'm sure he's going to regress, but if I could snag KCP on a 2-year deal, that would be huge. Please. Boom. There we go. Good role player. And then we're going to hope to get 3 minimum contracts here. We're going to bring Josh Richardson back to Philly, get him on a 1-year deal. We get Victor Oladipo and Steven Adams on 1-year deals as well. We get Council and Lofton back on the QOs. Embiid is starting to regress down to a 95. Maxi's up to a 90. Levine's regressing. Same with Tobias Harris. Tower Smith progresses. Yeah, Caruso regresses. It's going to be tough to win 3 in a row now. All right, we're going to probably move Caruso to the bench if he's really going to regress like that, but we'll see if we want to add him back in. We got Maxi, Levine getting a ton of minutes. There's Tobias and Jared Vanderbilt. So I got about 11 minutes left. I think I'm going to slide those to KCP. We definitely could be in the market at the trade deadline if we want to upgrade. I feel like we're not going to be as good as we were last year just due to the regression of the team, but we'll see. All right, so we're here at the trade deadline, 50 games into the year. We're 36-14. We have a 5.5 game lead over the Raptors as the #1 team in the Eastern Conference. We have the best offense in the East. We have the best defense in the East, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I don't think I'm going to make any moves here at the deadline. Tower Smith has had a really good development, and he's just 20 years old. We definitely hit a home run on that pick. Vanderbilt's playing better. Same with Paul Reed. We saw a little bit of Kenneth Lofton because Embiid, or no, Tobias Harris had a minor injury. Oh, no, it was actually Vanderbilt that had a minor injury. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Let's hope that this team can go back to back to back. So we've been actually very lucky with injuries this year. It's just been Jared Vanderbilt. I feel like he's been dealing with like so many minor injuries where he's out of the rotation for like a week or two, then comes back. It's happened, I feel like, on 3 different occasions this year. Oof, Levine breaks his left wrist. Gonna miss some time. I think he should be back at least by round 2. It may be even close that he's back by round 1 with 2K's recovery time system. Oh man, another Vanderbilt injury. That's like the 4th one this year. All right, so we do get Levine back for the playoffs, so let's go. We end up winning 54 games. That's what I'm talking about. Luka wins his 2nd MVP in this video. Bronny, what? Is your rookie of the year? Well, he didn't play at all last year in his true rookie year, so he pulls off the Chet Holmgren, Ben Simmons kind of rookie season. Speaking of Chet, Depoy. Wow, so no Wemby. All right. Nikola Topic, most improved. Kyrie, clutch player of the year. Mitch Johnson, coach of the year. Okay. So we don't get any 76ers on the first 2 teams. We do get Embiid and Maxi on 3rd team. Anybody on defensive 1st or 2nd? Nope. Wait. No, we didn't get anybody on 2nd team. But we did end the season once again with the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We will have Zach LaVine for the playoffs. I think we're going to miss Vanderbilt for a little bit of time, maybe just round 1. Maxi was the leading scorer, followed by Embiid, Levine, Tobias Harris, Tower Smith. There's Kevin McCullough, got some games in there. All right, so can we beat the Charlotte Hornets, who have a fun backcourt of LaMelo and Collier? They have Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Richards. For some reason, starting Richards over Mark Williams. Don't know if I agree with that. Game 1 goes to Charlotte. I mean, 2K does love LaMelo Ball in the sim, so there's a chance he pulls off the upset. We blow them out in Game 2, win by 30. Richardson, 16 points in 15 minutes. Game 3, Caruso injury that could play through it. We end up winning, though, by 12 points. Maxi drops 45. He's averaging 36 points, basically, in the first 3 games. We end up getting Vanderbilt back for Game 4, and we ended up beating the Hornets in Game 4 by 6 points. So are they going to win Game 1, and then we're going to win 4 in a row? Yep, we end up doing that. Similar thing happened last year, I think, to the Magic, if I remember correctly. And we beat him by 1 point, almost choked it there at the end. And Paul Reed broke his right hand, so he's going to be out pretty much until the NBA Finals. We're going up against the Indiana Pacers, Halliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam, and Jarris Walker. They have Naz Reid off the bench. They have Herb Jones. No longer have Miles Turner. Game 1 goes to Philadelphia. We beat them by 4 points in overtime. Embiid dominated the Pacers in the playoffs previously, especially on the glass, has 23 rebounds there. We do lose Game 2 by 9 points. Game 3 goes to Indiana. Oh my God, our 2nd overtime game. We got blown out in OT. This must have went to double, maybe even triple OT. No way you're scoring 26 points in 5 minutes. I mean, with that Pacers offense, possibly. Game 4, we stay alive. We beat them by 5 on the road. All right, here we go. Game number 5 goes to Indiana. No, by 1. We lost by 1 at the Wells Fargo Center. Oladipo had a good game. Embiid struggled. Are we going to lose in 6? No, we force a Game 7. This has been an incredible series. We beat him by 8 points. Embiid with a triple-double. All right, here we go. Game 7 against the Pacers at Wells Fargo Center in South Philadelphia. Can we beat them to advance to the conference finals? We come back there in the 3rd. Let's go. Wow, we had a great 3rd quarter. Oh my God, we're up by 1. We're up by 3. Down by 2. Down by 7. No. We choked it in the 4th quarter, and the Magic Cinderella run is over as we ended up losing by 10. I guess it's not really a Cinderella run as we've been a 1 seed. Damn, we lost in 7 to the Pacers there in round 2. Oladipo could not beat his former team. That is a shame. Well, you know what? I'm glad we got 2 rings in this video. We ended up winning in 2024 and 2025. You have 2 bottom feeders in the NBA right now, the Pistons and Spurs in the 2026 finals, and Cade is your finals MVP. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy this 76ers rebuild with just going all in at the 2024 deadline. Let me know what you think they should do in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.